Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to replace a laptop screen on an Emachines E527 series. The model number is a PAWF5. First step is make sure it's unplugged and power's off. Flip it over and remove the battery. Then you're going to want to take your flat screwdriver, and underneath the rubber bumpers there will be screws. These ones. You stick the screwdriver underneath them and peel them off. You want to lay it flat, makes it easier, and then you take your small Phillips screwdriver, loosen the 4 screws on the trim bezel, now you stick your fingernails underneath the edges and you just lift up a little bit. You want to lift up straight until you hear a little pop or crack, and it's just the plastic popping off. Take that off there. Then you're going to look around the edges and you'll see there's one screw here. There's one screw here. You're just going to take those out. Now remember that these screws, they're different than the screws that came out of the trim bezel. Don't mix them up. Now the screen is actually going to come up like that, and what that does is it separates the back of the actual laptop from the screen. The screen is still held by screws on the sides of the screen. So the best way to do it is to unplug the screen first. What we do is there's a piece of tape on the back connector on the screen. Peel that tape, and then the connector will come straight out. And then also there is a connector for the light bulb on the back of the panel. You're going to pull that out also. There you go. A little green circuit board. These screws are also different than the other screws. There's 3 on each side. Be careful not to bend anything up. There's your old panel. Now you take your new panel, protective film over the front of it, so you got to peel the tape off. And pull that off. Now this is the one you don't want to hurt. The other one you could kind of play with, but this one you don't want to hurt. So you be real careful. So get some of your tiny screws. Put them right back into the side of the screen. Now you want to snug them, not tighten them. If you tighten them too tight, you'll strip it, or you can damage the screen. Alright, now you're going to bring your laptop screen back around. You're going to take your white connector and plug that back in. Then you're going to take your screen connector with the tape peeled back. You just kind of hold on to it and you very gently insert the connector. It's really hard because it's really small. It'll go all the way up, and then you get your tape and you just put it right back on there, nice and easy. And then you're going to fold your screen down and you get the plastic all lined up, all nice. And you get your two screws that go on the bottom. Put your two screws back. Now you get your trim bezel. Make sure everything's nice and neat. Trim bezel goes on like so. Give them a little push with your thumbs all the way around. That'll cause it to snap back in the track. And then you get your 4 exterior screws and put those back in. Just snug, not too tight. You want it tight enough to stay, but not too tight because you could strip it, or you can actually crack the plastic bezel. Then you just take your little rubber dots and push them right back on there. And if you took them off with the screwdriver correctly, they'll just push back on and you won't need to re-glue them. If you need to re-glue them, best thing to use is a little dot of rubber cement. Alright, and that's how you fix your laptop screen.